The story you told me about the football coach for the 49ers, I feel like you need to share this.
Once I was getting on a flight, I'm in row 2, and in row 1, I see Bill Walsh come in and sit down. Now, Bill Walsh was former coach of the 49ers, and not only that, but this man was the brainchild of the West Coast offense. I mean, he changed the face of football, not just the 49ers. So he gets on the plane, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Coach Walsh. You know what, I'm gonna write him a note. So I get my notes out and I start writing him a note. And I'm like, hey, Coach Walsh, I know you don't know me, but you live in the public eye. Being the fact that you're a coach of the Niners, and I'm a big Niner fan, I just want to say thank you for all the wonderful memories you gave me growing up as a Niner fan.
Right.
And I got up, I walked over to him and I said, Coach Walsh, this is for you. He looked at me scared. He thought I was serving him with paper. And I'm like, this is for you. I go inside the restroom. When I come out, I see him reading the note, and his assistant who's with him is reading it with him. And he reads it, and I sit down, and I'm like, oh shit, I hope he doesn't give me a hard time about this.
Right.
He gets up, walks over to the side, and where I'm at, and he goes, Tomas? Yeah. He goes, who wrote this? I said, I did. He said, when? I said, right now, when I saw you get on the plane. And he goes, this is the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me. And he put his hand out. And I'm like, nah, fucker. I'm a hugger, man. I get up, I hug him. I'm like, you have too many good memories for me. I gotta give you a hug, man. So I hug him. I'm like, thank you very much. Flight was over. He comes up to me again. Tomas, once again, nice meeting you. I'm like, hey, bring it in, fucker. You know how we do it. I give him a hug. I get off the plane. Fast forward, I'm working security at the Super Bowl. And this was the Super Bowl that was in New York. Don't ask me what number. I just remember it was a Seattle Broncos Super Bowl.
10 years ago almost.
Yeah, and I'm working that Super Bowl, and I run into Joe Montana. And I was like, oh shit, Joe Montana, Joe Cool. I told Joe Montana, I met Coach Walsh one day. I go, it's one of the greatest experiences of my life. He goes, really? I go, yeah. I goes on a flight from San Francisco to New York, and I wrote him a letter, and Joe Montana goes, wait, what? And I said, yeah, I wrote him a note. He goes, was it a letter you walked up to him on a plane, you gave it to him? I was like, yeah, how do you know? He goes, he told me when that happened.
Dang.
And I was like, what? And he goes, man, thank you for doing that for my friend. I get emotional telling this story. And the reason why I get emotional, because when Joe Montana told me this, it was after Bill Walsh died.
Wow.
And Joe Montana goes, thank you for doing that for my friend. He called me and he told me, it's like the nicest thing happened to me today with a fan. And he goes, da-da-da-da, and he told me about it. He goes, that's why I know about that letter. And I'm in the Super Bowl, just like,
wow, it's insane.
yeah. And I was just like, fuck, thank you. Like, fuck, I did that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, and I was part of that, making that happen. I'm like, I'll take this fucking memory with me forever. And I love it.
Right.